everybody, Bo James here with another big episode of the Best of Southern States Wrestling. I want to kick it off by saying I hope everyone out there watching is having a happy, healthy, and safe 4th of July. Please, if you're going to drink, please don't drive. And if you're going to shoot the fireworks off, please be extremely careful with those as you go through the night here and celebrate Independence Day for the United States of America. You know, today we were scheduled originally before the virus came along and all the shutdowns and restrictions. We were scheduled to have two big events on the 4th of July here in 2020. We would have had our annual doubleheader weekend where we'd had it in the afternoon. We'd have been at Village Fest in Kingsport. Then we would have been at the fairgrounds in Gray, Tennessee tonight for the big annual Summer Bash. This would have been the 29th annual Summer Bash, but things didn't work out. As you know, fairs and festivals all across East Tennessee have been closed down, not only East Tennessee, but all over the country. So we're just going to keep moving forward here, looking back at the history of Southern States Wrestling and counting down the days that we're able to get back to doing live events and new programs for you to watch. But we got a great program for you here today. And as you've been following on the Southern States Wrestling Network, we're going along with 1995 and the year 2001. And 2001 was a big year for Southern States Wrestling before 9/11 came, and we lost a lot of buildings as the armories and a lot of the civic buildings had to be shut down there for months. But the first 3 quarters of 2001 was a great time, and it was a great year for us. And the Sunday TV special from July of 2001 is now on the Southern States Wrestling Network. Let's go to a match from that television special, and it's going to be Brian Logan taking on Ruthless Roger Anderson from July of 2001. Let's take a look at it right now.
Partner Johnny Noble.
All right, wrestling fans, Joe Wheeler here along with Jason Steele, and we've got Ruthless Roger Anderson getting ready to lock up with Brian Logan. And Jason, this ought to be a fantastic contest here in SSW.
I think so, Joe. Ruthless Roger Anderson, a very tough individual. We see him tag up with Frank the Tank Parker and form Death and Destruction, but Roger Anderson can also do it in the singles ranks. A tough challenge tonight from the player Brian Logan. And if you look ringside, Joe, you see Eddie Browning, who once again thought he had, I guess he just tricked John Noble into being his partner again, then jumped him from behind, and he's formed some kind of an alliance here with Roger Anderson. It's just despicable what Eddie Browning has done the last couple of weeks to Johnny Noble.
No doubt about that, Jason, as the former tag team champions definitely have fallen apart here as Roger Anderson just got caught with a hard shoulder block here from Brian Logan. Anderson, I tell you what, he is one rough, tough guy, no doubt about that, but Logan just caught him with a big boot right to the face as Roger is seeking the refuge of the floor and having a moment of conversation with Eddie Browning. And I tell you what, Brian Logan, great tough competitor here, as well as Anderson. So we've got a couple of hard hitters in here right now.
I agree 100% with you, Joe, as we look at Roger Anderson, who says he's not afraid to take on anybody in Southern States Wrestling, whether it be for a title, whether it be a singles match tag team. He'll team with anybody, he'll wrestle anybody, and he is just one mean, tough individual. And to be honest with you, Joe, I don't think I've ever seen a smile on the guy's face. He is just that mean and that intense.
No doubt about that. And of course, him and Frank the Tank Parker, former 8-time SSW tag team champions. And Eddie Browning now going in there, getting his cheap shots in on Brian Logan as well, as Anderson got caught there with a couple of shots coming in. But I tell you what, even as much punishment as Anderson's taken, there he goes. That's that intelligent and ring experience right there. He was able to hold on in for a cover and got a 2 count, Jason.
Only a 2 count as Logan kicks out. But as you mentioned, Joe, Roger Anderson is not only tough, but he is very smart ring tactician. And there you see him throw Brian Logan to the outside, which enables Eddie Browning to walk over. And I'm not really sure of this alliance with Roger Anderson and Eddie Browning. We saw Roger Anderson come out and attack John Noble. Eddie Browning pushes Roger off and says, hold on a second. Then Eddie turns on Johnny Noble. So I'm not really sure this weird alliance that they've got going on with Eddie Browning and Roger Anderson. But it seems to be working out for the two of them.
Definitely working against Brian Logan at this point in time, as Anderson was able to get a 2 count out of that situation before Logan was able to roll up. There's no doubt that Roger Anderson is one tough, rough, mean, and nasty, and like his nickname says, absolutely ruthless competitor. And I tell you what, Logan, I know, is in a world of hurt right now, because when Anderson gets hold of a man's arm in a position like that, he can apply incredible amounts of pressure.
And working on the left arm, you know, a table with 3 legs does no good to anyone. So if you take away one, whether it be the arm or the leg, you take away one weapon that your opponent has. Of course, Brian Logan still has his right hand, and we saw with the fist on the top of the forehead of Anderson. But again, Anderson goes right back to work on that arm.
No doubt about it. Roger Anderson, just like the great Ole and Gene Anderson, knows that great ring tactic of getting hold of one body part and holding on to it, pulling, tugging, twisting, turning every possible way he can. And Logan now is able to make his way back to a vertical base, pulls Anderson back into a corner. Referee's calling for a clean break. I'm doubting he's going to get it here, as both men jockeying for position, both men very tentative to release. And Logan there with a couple of hard shots right there on Anderson, firing in a couple of forearms now. Irish whips his man across, following him in there and nails him with that big clothesline and follows him in with a hard bulldog headlock as Logan has taken it to Anderson at this point in time.
And he staggers to his feet. It's his opportunity now to go for the big win. He's going to take it outside and trying to end it right here. Roger Anderson climbs to his feet.
Roger Anderson, very resilient, takes Logan right off the top rope there. Hard slam from the top rope as ruthless Roger Anderson now going back to work on Brian Logan. And I tell you what, this is where Anderson's at his most vicious. He's got the man slightly injured, but Logan was able to turn things around right there with a big suplex on Anderson.
And now Brian Logan, once again, has got to come to his feet. He's got to pull together enough strength, enough energy to try to fight back and mount some offensive attack here against ruthless Roger Anderson. Takes a while for him to get back up to a vertical base after that last slam, but he does so and delivers a boot to the top of the head. This is the opportunity now for Brian Logan.
Logan firing in a couple of hard right hands to the top of the head of Anderson. Anderson went down after that knee, and referee's in, but Anderson's got that foot on that second rope, and that just goes again to show that experience of Roger Anderson, that ring presence, knowing where he is at all times. Irish whip got reversed right there. Logan ducked under that, but caught his man, rolled him up here. Referee got a 2 count. Anderson was able to get out of that, but Logan once again with another roll-up and another 2 count. But the resilience of Anderson proven true once again, and now a backslide as Logan almost seems desperate to get a pinfall on Anderson.
And 3 quick opportunities there for the pinfall on Roger Anderson. Shows Brian Logan's quickness and his ability to hit that finishing 1, 2, 3 if he could have received it right there at any time, but missed on all 3 opportunities. Now Anderson trying to mount a comeback of his own here.
And drove him in right there with a front suplex, got a leg hook, and got the 3 count right there, as your winner of this contest is ruthless Roger Anderson. And what a great match that was.
There you saw Roger Anderson, Brian Logan, 2 guys that made a great name for themselves right here in Southern States Wrestling. That match from July of 2001 from the Sunday Special. Sunday TV specials. We used to do a monthly TV special there that aired out of King Sport years ago, and that was just one of the matches that you can see from the July 01 episode of the Sunday Special. Check it out right now, Southern States Wrestling Network. Also, we're going to tell you some more about it coming up here later in today's program. What else is new on the Southern States Wrestling Network? Let's take a break here in 2 minutes and 20 seconds and show you more about the Southern States Wrestling Network. There you saw the Southern States Wrestling Network, only $4.99 a month. New subscribers start your free 7-day trial right now. Don't cost you a thing. Check it out for a week, and I guarantee you there's so much stuff on there you will not be able to watch it all in 1 week. And I want to also say right here today during this program, I want to say congratulations to our sister promotion over there in Kentucky. I'm talking about Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, as today they hit a milestone of 200 consecutive weeks of producing a television program. They had a special 1-hour program that aired on their stations over there in Eastern Kentucky, and you can watch it right now on their Facebook channel or search them right here on the Southern States, on the Appalachian Mountain Wrestling YouTube channel after you finish this edition of the Best of Southern States Wrestling. So congratulations to AMW over there. I am so happy to be a part of that from the planning stages before the first live event was ever ran all the way through today, as I'm on that episode number 200. You can check it out. Now, 4th of July, everybody's kind of feeling patriotic, and we figured, you know, there's one wrestler we need to show on the best of right here today, and that's the Patriot. And from Atlantic Coast Championship Wrestling, another promotion we worked with side by side for many years off the coast of North Carolina, out of Wilmington, North Carolina. This is from an episode of Atlantic Coast Championship Wrestling TV that you can watch on the Southern States Wrestling Network. Let's go right now to Fort Jackson. That's an Army base in South Carolina, and see the Patriot as he battles the head shrinker, the Wild Samoan, the big man. I'm talking about Samu. Let's take a look at it now.
Texan Dave, hold on to your hat as we've got the Masked Patriot getting ready to hook it up with Samu. And I tell you what, this ought to be a great main event here this week with ACCW Wrestling coming to you from Columbia, South Carolina.
This is a great main event, Joe Wheeler. The Masked Patriot, obviously known far and wide. Samu, part of the Samoans. Oh, and known for the Samoan dirty tricks too, by the way, Joe Wheeler. Tell us a bit more about Samu.
Well, I tell you what, Samu, formerly of the Head Shrinkers, of the Samoan SWAT team, also world-renowned. Samu here in ACCW working over the Masked Patriot. Just caught him with a hard chop right there and got him over in the corner as Samu, no doubt about it, going to work on the Patriot. And I tell you what, these Samoans are big, mean, and nasty, Detection Dave.
Oh, yes, they are. That's what I like about them, Joe. They remind me of myself. Did you see that big headbutt? Another thing that they're well known for is that big headbutt. Super Patriot, or excuse me, Masked Patriot, is known for his headbutts, but he went down like a shot whenever Samu connected with his headbutt.
No doubt about that, as Samu got a chokehold going right there, just using his foot to choke the Masked Patriot. Referee James McCone here on top of the action with Atlantic Coast Championship Wrestling, as Samu just drove that elbow right into the back and neck area of the Masked Patriot.
Well, I was hoping referee James McComb will lose a little weight after refereeing all these matches this evening, Joe Wheeler, but it looks like he's about still at that 260-pound mark. And it looks like the fans getting on Samu's case a little bit here. He's telling them in some kind of Samoan language to calm down.
I'm sure that's exactly what he's saying. And now he's having a word or two with referee James McCone, rearing back right there like he was going to smack him one. And I tell you what, I wouldn't want to get Samu mad at me, as he is a big man around that 300-pound mark. And these Samoans, man, I tell you what, they're tougher than shoe leather. No question about that. And the Patriot in a lot of trouble at this point in time, as he was the recipient of a low blow there, Texan Dave.
Yeah, and once again, Samu having a little conversation with the crowd, telling them once again in Samoan, calm down. I'm just going to beat the living daylights out of this man. There's nothing you folks can do about it. So just calm down.
Well, I tell you what, Samu has definitely been beating the living daylights out of the Masked Patriot thus far in this contest here with ACCW Wrestling, as now Samu has dumped the Patriot out here to the floor and is following his man out. Now he's got a 10 count out here on the floor as referee James McCone keeping a close eye on the action. And the Patriot just got railed, literally.
He got railroaded right in the arena there, Joe Wheeler. Oh, man. And that Samoan, he is a brave man. Look at all them Army people out there. And, yeah, he's brave enough to take on the Masked Patriot in probably, I guess, what I would call the Masked Patriot territory.
That's the truth there, Texan Dave, as Samu just circling the ring here. Very relaxed, very comfortable, it would seem, at this point in time in the contest, as the Patriot's trying to make his way back into the ring and has finally done so. And Samu right back to work on him with those big chops.
And you've got to stay on him, Joe Wheeler. He's weakened the man considerably with that shot, I am sure.
Wait a minute, Samu looked like he hit his head on the ring post right there. He overestimated his target, and I tell you what, that could be a very big turning tide in this contest, as the Patriot now has Samu straddled in the corner, laying in those hard right hands.
Yes, I do believe that Samu's head is hard, but I don't believe it's harder than that post over there, Joe Wheeler. It looks like he's taking a little bit of toll from that.
And again, as the Patriot just threw him into that ring post right there, and Samu, for the first time in this contest, is off his feet, and the Patriot now taking over on Samu.
It's like you said, Joe Wheeler, for the first time in this match, he's off his feet. It took a lot for the Patriot to be able to put Samu flat on his back in the middle of the ring, but he's been able to do it, because like I said, your head ain't harder than that post.
No doubt about that, Texan Dave, as the Patriot with a headbutt right there, south of the border on Samu. A little payback there as the crowd here in Columbia 100% behind the Patriot as he's going back into work on Samu. Takes his man, Irish whip coming across. Samu caught him and drove him right there with a DDT.
A beautifully executed DDT, Joe Wheeler. Just when the crowd, just when the Patriot, just when James McComb, for all we know, thought that the Patriot was going to be able to pull this one out, Samu comes back with that crafty old veteran move.
No doubt about that, and Samu definitely a crafty veteran, as of course he's a multi-time tag team champion as the Samoan SWAT team, and of course as the Head Shrinkers, as Samu continuing his assault on the Patriot, but the Patriot just popped right up right there. And now he's playing possum. Texan Dave, did you catch that?
Yes, I did, Joe Wheeler. Oh, we call it playing armadillo in Texas, but he's playing armadillo, and watch out, Samu.
Samu's gone in, scoops his man up. The Patriot's got him rolled up, hooked in deep on that small package. And there's your winner of the matchup, Texan Dave. The Patriots pulled this one out.
I can't believe it, Joe Wheeler, but he did, and he was crafty. He was crafty like a Texan right there.
No doubt about that. The Patriots, your winner of this contest. Fans right now.
There was just a little bit from Atlantic Coast Championship Wrestling, Wrestling for the Troops. You know, I've spent 11 4th of Julys on military bases across this country, wrestling for the troops. Always a great time. Used to do a military base tour just a couple of weeks before Christmas every year. That was always a great time too. But there you see from Atlantic Coast Championship Wrestling, you can check them out on the Southern States Wrestling Network. And talking about what else is new on the Southern States Wrestling Network, we showed you little highlights from it last week. Rumble on the Mountain, June 27th, 1992, Cranberry, North Carolina. Was a big night over there on the top of the mountains in North Carolina, Western North Carolina. Let's take a look right now, the highlight package from that night of action 28 years ago last month. There you saw the setup to WrestleFest 92. That Rumble on the Mountains was originally released as a VHS 28 years ago. Now you can watch it streaming on the Southern States Wrestling Network. Go back and relive that great event right there. Lots of more stuff coming to the network this month, and lots coming to the Best of SSW right here. And next week on this program, we're going to take a look at two legendary names from this part of the country. Well, they're not from this part of the country, but they became legends right here in our home part of the country. I'm talking about the Mongolian Stomper and Hustler Rip Rogers. We're going to take a look at them. We're going to show you what else is new on the Southern States Wrestling Network. Got a lot of great stuff for you next week, and also every week there on the Southern States Wrestling Network. I hope you continue this weekend celebrations and do it safely, do it smart. Hope everyone stays healthy, and I hope to see you right back here next week. Until then, God bless each and every one of you.